Good evening, everyone. So I think today is first day, so I admitted late, but because I think we are not having much questions because day one, we have not taught you anything right now. So are you getting my voice? Please type yes if you're okay. So Akshay, we are having live coding, but today I think we are going to start with the very basics. So level of coding will be progress day by day. So today you can't if you have basic idea about Python. So we are just going to teach very basics today. And someone asked me about a data set. So we are going to use the data set from the Kaggle and some other sources also. So not only the Kaggle, but we have different other sources. So we'll discuss in upcoming sessions. Yeah, today is Python basics. Today we are going to discuss about Python basics. So anyone any questions before we start, let me know. So session will be till 7. So daily actually initially I'm saying the session will start by the 6 and then end over by 7. So we're teaching in between 6 to 7 and the rest of the time. So what are the questions about your learnings and all you can ask. So first 15 to 20 minutes and last 15 to 20 minutes we are having extra sessions for asking the questions given in all the things. Okay. So for that time, if you are having question, you can join early or you can ask after the session. Or if you are not having any questions, so you can leave by up 7 if you don't, if you have some work and you don't want to be part of that thing. ID is Anaconda. We are using Anaconda. Yesterday I saw many persons said for the certification and a few paid and few not. I don't know what's the reason behind that thing. But actually, till the session is going, you are having that this one 150 amount, then it is going to increase by 250. So still, you if you want, you can join that things. Otherwise, it's okay. So I have another one more important announcement that we'll discuss in between the sessions. YouTube, lot of persons are watching right now on YouTube. So guys, 5 minutes more, and then we'll start all our session. So you have 5 minutes to ask anything if you want. No, I think that's not possible. Jamuna side along with us, so it will take a long time, and still we don't know what is your team's what's your capacity and how you are doing these things. So in that case, if you are going to do that thing, then we will go with longer duration. Then course is not going to finish by 6 weeks. So just we are coming to that topic, which version we are going to use right now. So once we start the session, we are discussing all the things. Notes we are going to put all thing in LMS, so all the paid candidates are going to get this thing, not in free one. So if you are part of paid one, you are going to get in LMS. So as I told yesterday that the LMS access you are going to get in next 2 days. So by that max to max day after tomorrow, everyone going to get the LMS access. In that we are going to have the recorded sessions, notes, everything will be there itself. We are still will not share the screen, so you are not able to see the things right now. I think you are able to see only the yellow screen in that thing. 5 days free WhatsApp training, something mentioned like that Python hour, right? So I think within 2 minutes we'll start the session and then we share the screen. LMS means for what you have paid persons for last yesterday. But for certification, quiz, assignment, it's a kind of portal where we are going to give you access for the lifetime, where we are going to upload the recordings of the sessions, quizzes, assignments, notes for these lectures for this batch 2 as well as batch 1. So that's kind of a portal where you're going to get all the things. So if you're part of paid membership, then you're going to get the things. Otherwise, it's okay. Access the errors. That's yesterday. I'm telling clearly other things. And Krishna, the classes is for weekly 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. So I think time is done. So I think we can start the things. So I'm not going to wait furthermore anyone. If anyone want to join or not, that's okay. So let's start the things. Okay. So in that course, I think we are going to use Python 3. So how many of you are aware about different version of Python? So in market there are two versions of Python, Python 2x and 3x. So I think 2x is very old one right now. Okay. So we supposed to work in 2x previously, but we are now going to work with the 3x. So many legacy project, legacy libraries are still available in 2x there, which are not available in 3x. Okay. But in our career development and work and our trainings are fully dependent on 3x only. So different versions are available. So I think many of persons aware about the Python, how to install and all these things. So yesterday everyone told me, okay, you have done the Python's basics. So many of persons you are agreeing with that. So let me know how many of you are aware about the Python. How many of you that one installed in Python? How many of you are aware about the Python? Please say yes. Okay. Abhilasha is saying. So I think if you are aware about the Python, so I think you have already installed on all the things. Okay, so this is the official Python website, python.org, from where you can go and download the Python and install the software as normal like other software you have done this and done other like other softwares. Okay, Jumna Singh already installed Anaconda. So if you have Anaconda, then no need to install. But I'm telling from basics. So if you are want to do only basic Python stuff, you can go and come here and you can see the download option are there. So right now you can see only one Python version, Python 3.8.x. Okay. So you have to come and download that thing for Windows, and it will give you an exe file. You can just click on run setup and then do some next. It will run your software and install the Python ideally. Okay. And apart from that, we are having Python Anaconda too. So let me do and open the Anaconda website. Let me show this thing. Anaconda one. So this is the Anaconda data science technology for groundbreaking all the things. So this is a complete ID which you can download and use freely. So in that we have Jupyter, Spider, Notebooks, a lot of things are there. It's a kind of hub of all the things. Individual edition, open source. So you can come on individual edition, use that thing for out learning purposes. So for team and all the things we will discuss later what are the features and all. But right now we need this thing. Individual edition, that's a download. So in that we have Conda packages. So Conda, what is the Conda package? How to install? So that we're going to learn once we start learning all the things. Once we finish the Python basics. So for the basic of Python, either you can go with your normal Python one. Just now I show the things, or either you can come and start with the Python ideally. In that you can run the code either in Spider or what you can say Jupyter. In the both places you can run any place of the code. Okay. So these are the things actually we need expecting from you. So means tomorrow we don't have any session. So Monday again we are having session. But before that, if you're not having any environment set up, okay. So be ready with this thing. So we are see if you are interested to work on image processing projects or video processing project. So for that we need your system must be at least 16 GB of RAM and 1 TB of hard disk and then GPU. So if you want to really work with the real-time image processing and video processing work, the rest of things like normal projects like text processing and on house price prediction and kind of basic stuff that you can work on normal 8 GB and 4 GB RAM system also. Okay. But if you want to really want to work on the image processing, video processing, open CV things and all, so for that your system must be at least good enough to do the things. So for that again we need the things. Diksha, as per now, no conda package is required for right now. That's why I told you once we start the trainings means and then we start developing the code and all the things, that time we need the things, and that time we are going to teach you how to install the things, which conda package you require and all those things. So right now in thousands of conda packages are available in the market, so it's not possible to install each and every one in every system. Okay, so we need only we install whatever required as per our need in the future when we are developing the things, not right now. Okay, so I think most of the persons have installed Anaconda. So how many persons are already installed Anaconda? Okay, so most of the person is already done. Eh? In Anaconda, what do we need to select source? I installed. I mean no. So anyone who is not installed, please install the things in Anaconda. That what we need to select. Diksha, I'm not getting your question in Anaconda. What we need to select open source. This Anaconda is already in and that's open source software. You can see this download button. You can click on come and download here, and again it will going to give you some exe file. Just put click next and done this thing. So it might be for some person might not work in first attempt. Try to install that as a admin setup, because as per my experience, past experience, if you are having Windows old version or in your Windows, like some securities are there for antivirus, some antivirus is blocking their Python libraries and all the things. So make sure whenever you are trying to install, make run as admin. Whenever the setup file, you have to right click on that and run as admin. Right click on that file and run as admin. For anyone else, his screen is not visible properly. So I think no one is sharing YouTube also. They are able to see every properly. So there might be your internet connection. It's a full screen. Okay. So this is about basic things. So man, I just finished that another batch of using that one, and I think even we are taking other batches per day. I don't feel anything. So they are anyone said for me that screen is not proper and all. Sometimes the legacy issue. So YouTube, you were saying some that thing that I can understand because YouTube legacy issue will be there in that tool. So we have that one broadcasting to YouTube that is might be a bit lacking, but rest of the things is still we are not facing anything like that. So I think up to 2 or 3% I'm getting the things response in the today's session only. Okay. Okay, now let's start. We'll start the Python basic. So in next few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to handing over to the Dimple. So I think environment setup is not a big deal because I think many persons you're already aware about the basics of Python. So I think that will not take a much time for us. So even after that, if anyone facing issue in installing that Python and all the things, please let me know in that WhatsApp group what in that which you are. Okay, so you can tell me there. So we will help you if you are not able to install the Anaconda or normal Python. One more thing, actually, I'm going to tell the things. Okay, means tomorrow means from next session onwards. We are going to put new webinar link. We are not going to work on this webinar because already a lot of candidates are registered and then they are coming and join and all these things, and they're making experience very bad. So all the paid members will going to get this new webinar link, and all the rest of we are going to broadcast via directly on YouTube. Okay. So Dimple madam, now are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, so I think you can start your things.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, Dimple, you are audible.
Yeah. Okay. So I think
I'm
most of people having Python and Anaconda, right? Okay. So let me start with the basic of.
sorry. Actually, I wrongly muted Dimple instead of myself. Guys, give me 1 minute. Dimple, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, Dimple, sorry, wrongly I muted yourself. Actually, I want to mute myself, but wrongly I clicked on that one.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Okay, so I'm muting myself, so you can continue, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So can anyone tell me what's the father? Who's the father of Python? I think you all are available. You all are aware of the Python, right? So that's why I'm asking you who's the father of Python. Ludo Van Rossum, right? Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you all are friendly with the Jupyter. How to work with Jupyter notebook? How to create the new file? How to download? How to run the cell and all? Okay. Okay, some of people don't know this. Okay, no worry. For those people who don't know how to execute the Jupyter file, I will tell you right now. Okay, so after installing the Anaconda Navigator, whenever you search in the taskbar, see. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, see, after installing the Anaconda, when you search Anaconda, you are finding something Anaconda Navigator and some another thing is Anaconda prompt, right? That two things here. So when you click on Anaconda Navigator, you will see something like this. Okay, and I'm running on Python, right? Jupyter Notebook. So when you click on launch, it will opening in any browser. Okay. Yeah, and some another thing is Anaconda prompt here is the same look like as a CMD, right? Here you can download any kind of packages libraries here, right? Okay, so we are having two command right for the use of Conda. install, and write any package's name, and some another thing is pip install, right? So we are having two commands. With the use of this pip and install, we are installing any kind of libraries. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me go to basic of this. Okay, introduction. So as we all know, Python is a fairly old language, right? And created by the Guido van Ross. So the design began in the late 1980s and was the first released in the February 1991, right? So this is the first release date. So why the name Python? Why the name is Python? Can anyone tell me why the name is Python? Flexible? No. Game show. Okay. Which one game show? Yeah. Yes. Right. Okay. So let me tell you. See, Rawson was a fan of comedy series, right? From the last 70s. And the name Python was adapted from the same series Monty Python Flying Circus. So therefore we are having Python name. Okay. Yeah. So simply it's a simple definition of Python is the Python is a general purpose, right? Open source and programming language that lets you work quickly and integrate a system more efficiently, right? So I think you all are working with the Python, so you all know very well about the Python, right? How it's easy to work and all. So now what's the benefit? So first one is a simple language which is easier to learn, right? So this is two simple languages to learn, right? So Python has a very simple and elegant syntax, right, compared to the other languages. So it's much easier. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, it's much easier to read and write Python program compared to the other languages, right? Because Python having two easy syntax for that. And Python makes programming fun and allows you to focus on the solution rather than the syntax, right? So see, simply compared to the other languages, we are focusing on syntax, right? If by mistake we are forgetting some dot and comma, we are getting some error, right? But in the Python we are focusing on logic, right, not on the syntax. So that's why it's very easy. Now second one is free and open source, right? So you can freely use and distribute Python. So not only can use and distribute software written, you can even make the changes in the Python, right? Because it's a software, it's a open source and freely used, right? Now third one is efficient and multi-platform support. So you can move Python program from one platform to another, right? So see, this is just basic introduction. That's why I'm just telling you, nothing else. Now, fourth one is a large standard libraries to solve common tasks. Now, anyone tell me why it is large standard libraries? How it is solve the common task? What is the reason for this line? Yeah, that's true. Because see, Python has a number of standard libraries, which makes lives of programmer much easier. That's very true, right? Because in the Python we are having lots of library to run a simple task, right? Yeah. And the fifth one is a high level interpreted language. So when you run a Python code, it's automatically convert your code into the language or computer understanding, right? So therefore we are don't worry about lower level operations, right? And the fifth one is the object oriented. So everything in a Python is an object, right? So I think you all know about object, how to create the object, what is the meaning of object, right? Object oriented programming helps us to solve the common task. How we can say that Python is object oriented? Okay, what about others? Okay, so this one object oriented programming language, it will when we are coding something like that, that time we will see how it's run as a object oriented, right? But simple thing is, whenever creating something like library or any function, so we are making object for that. Okay, for easy to use. Okay. Yeah. And what's the latest version of Python? Yeah, so I think mostly having 3.8, right? Yeah. So this is the latest version, and it release date is 13 May 2020. Okay. So see, this is the basic introduction about the Python. Let's jump to the practical section, right? Okay. So before jump to the practical section, you all are having any questions or what?
Hello guys, are you able to listen me? I think Dimple, are you back? I think Dimple's system has some crashed, so I think she's joining back. Give me 2 minutes. So she's joining back in 2 minutes. Don't worry. Yeah. So I think you could just know get awareness about that one, basics of Python, history about the Python, and all these things. So I know no one going to ask you about all these stuff in interview and all this. They are just basic, good to know stuffs. So actually, we need to jump into like what is the variables and all the things. So how many persons you are aware about the variables in the Python? This course is from the basic one. That's why we are telling history of the Python, and now we are going to jump on that data types, variables, how they're going to work on all these things. We are doing same stuff from very basics. We are not started directly coding on the Python or something. This thing. So we are teaching from very basics. So Dimple, are you back? Able to see her? So in the real time, if you're going for any interview as a data scientist, no one going to ask about these stuff. So why what are the variables and all the things, how the intent is work and all Python. Okay. So actually they will expect the things from you, NumPy, pandas, or cleaning the data, how to make the decision from the data and all the things. Okay. So these are the backbone. So if you start learning all these things, so you have to be very good about the variables, which are completely alphabets of the programming language, like how you learn in schooling, or like alpha, A, B, C, D, and like the same thing. So while you're typing something big, if you have any question, let me know. We can unmute you in that case. Bhaskar, still I think you persons have not. I think you're not going with the flow or what? You are saying share the screen, share the coding screen. I think still madam is teaching you about the HTC, share the PPT with you, everything. So once the coding will come, she will share the things also. I don't know what means, what's going on in your mind. I think you want everyone want to like in one day data scientist, eh? So that you can't be a one day data scientist. Yeah, Python 3.7 is also okay. No, actually, this batch, actually, see, be frank, and from yesterday itself, even in WhatsApp also, I'm getting too much heated argument from some persons even. So that's why I'm telling you that things from 2 months from next week, we are having separate sessions for paid members, and we are going to move all the non-paid members to YouTube only. Because I think the persons you are getting the free things and you want to be jump like anything for anyone. So you can you persons are not able to understand the things. In my first batch, we are around 200 candidates, man, and all are happy and they are very, I don't know what to say. It's okay. So I think Dimpy will take 5 to 10 minutes more. I think the system is crashed, so she's restarting again. So don't worry. So we are going to share everything. It's not like that thing. So who are going to paid customer? Just once I will share the LMS today. I will try to share LMS today itself to paid members, and then you can go and see there how 4 lectures are done there. Already 4 classes we have done. You can see that we have shared each and everything. It's not like that we are not sharing. We are sharing like screens, code, and what are the notepad madam is that Jupyter notebooks there. Madam is telling that we are also sharing that things. And what to say. So one, I will share what I will do the what to, okay. I will arrange a one session for batch 1 and 2 together, and then you can discuss. It will be open discussion from batch 1 and batch 2, and you can ask them how their experience and how the things are going on. If you are, you can same question you can ask in group. Facebook group also is there, so all members are there too. Okay. So discussing the things. So from just starting the session, I am seeing a lot of these kind of stuffs. Either you are not much mature, or you are just looking for like school kind of syllabus or college syllabus. Okay, you have to share the screen, run the thing, code, and done. So data science is not like that. Or what are the things you are looking? This is not your academic things. Okay, we have trained the persons who are already in the industry law, and the journey is from 6 months to 9 months for the become a data scientist. So how many of you are aware about how to fill the missing data actually? So you all want to know the things like data science fill. So can you tell me how to handle the missing data? So some of you are already in the data analytics. Yesterday I find I think a lot of persons, not a lot, but 2 or 3 persons are already in data analytics and all the things. So can anyone tell me if you are having some missing data in your field, means your data? whenever you're going to get data from Kaggle or something, some person asked me this thing. So just I want to know, meanwhile Dimple is joining session break, so I want to know the things. So if we are going to get the data from the Kaggle and we are having some missing value, how you're going to fill that thing? Any ideas? Just it's a rough idea, just I'm not asking any things. So I want to see how analytical you are, how you are able to think or not. Akshay, you can say. So just think, I want to know how we are going to fill the missing data. If you have some missing data in your field, data set, and how we are going to fill. Yeah. So we can use the mean, median as per the things, which is a more nearer the value about the things, which is a more nearer value about the things. So let me now be more specific in the same field. Suppose in the industry we are having a salary data. Okay. So I am giving you salary data for one corporate. In that we have different like branches, like HR branch, account, and software development, and like we have manufacturing sector and all. So we are having employee in each and every division. So not branch, sorry, we can say division like HR division and account divisions, right? Manufacturing division, software development divisions, and all. Okay, so we have missing data and from different divisions in salary. Like some person HR is also missing data in the in term of salary. Same way we have manufacturing division missing the data and all. So how we are going to fill the things? Filling missing data individually, like how to filling individually. Durga is saying we have to individually. So we are missing salary is missing in that from different divisions. And find the missing value. So Jeevin is saying this thing. So I think we have in that case we have to do with this thing, like we have to find the mean median or what as per the things in the division wise, and then we have to fill. We have to find the thing but division wise and we have to do the things. Okay. Based on today's okay, based on the today's total series, we decide a category in this thing. Okay, and what about if we are having some categorical data missing, like we have missing the city of the person, or we are missing the department of the person? How we are going to fill that thing? If you are having this kind of missing things, like we are having city columns and that's missing for some employees, and same way some employees are missing the departments and all. Yeah, they accept to that salary bracket will be different for each divisions and all the things. And apart from the division, if you're going to go more in depth in that thing, so we can see the level of the positions at the senior management. They are having again different salary structure in each department and all the things. So we have to think a lot. It's not like that we just okay, we got the missing data, simply put mean and median, all these things. So as a data scientist, your 70 to 80% time is going to clean and manage the data to be meaningful for the machine learning and all. Right. So that course right now you are learning the data science. Data science. This is a most time consuming in your real time job. Learning is easy. So you can in 6 weeks you are going to grab all the tool technologies, concepts, and all the things. But in that 70% your time in real time job as a data scientist, machine learning or deep learning. So the 70% time you have to spend on that task only, right? So you have to think a lot about the things. So you have to be very analytical here. I think still there's a issue for her. This is on her system. Let me. I think Dimple system is taking long time. I think audio is crashed, so she is not able to join via audio. So we're trying to alternative. So give me for few more minutes. So how many of you are aware about the list and tuples right now? Can you tell me anyone? So what is the list and what is a tuple? If anyone having idea, so a lot of persons having basic idea about the list and tuple. Okay, I'm saying it's mutable tuple is immutable, I guess. Okay, heterogeneous, yes. And it's a type of data. It's type of list is just like an array declared in the other languages, right? Indexing. Okay. Tuples are changing the value whereas list does not. Okay. What is Okay, so most of us are aware about all basic stuff. So I think you are good in the Python, huh? List different size of type of data, little aware. Yeah. So Diksha, what you want to tell me? So guys, I think I will wait 5 to 10 minutes more. This is the quiz link. So if you yesterday I told you to, I will supposed to put in the group, but I forgot due to some other batches and all. So this is the quiz you want to. You can attempt this thing. It's a very small quiz. And one more thing, actually, we are going to wait 5 to 10 minutes more if the Dimple is able to join. Otherwise, we will postpone that session and we start from again scratch. Okay. So I don't want to waste anyone's more time more. But system is not starting. I think some serious issue. I mean, you can wait, but I think many other might be not able to wait, and I'm not sure how long the system will take to recover, as the audio has got crashed. And the main thing is the audio. We are to talk, and she has to do everything from the audio. So she is not able to join via audio. So that's a major problem. And we are remotely away, both. So she is from different city, and I'm different city. Quiz link is not opening. So for any other persons is not same thing like. Okay. All of a sudden, for I think again, what's the problem with the quiz link again? Yeah? We are having multiple quizzes, so I think I changed or something. Let me do one more thing. No, while not Monday, but actually, see, we are having facing issue due to that some technical, so might be tomorrow also, but in some, but it's not tomorrow. 6 o'clock is not possible, so we can arrange that either a bit earlier. The 6 o'clock already we have scheduled another sessions, so it's something workable the things. So tomorrow we can have session around in afternoon. Will that be okay for all of you? Will that be okay if you are having session tomorrow, like 1 o'clock or morning 10 o'clock, something like that, for same session? So I don't want to waste. We have to increase one more week for that thing. So like tomorrow 10 o'clock will be okay for you if you are able to do the things. Morning you have class, absolutely. So 10, 11, whatever sorry, 11 is again not possible to be frank. So tomorrow at 11 o'clock we are having SQL batch, which is going to be handled by me. So tomorrow if you want to join SQL batch, so you are most welcome. 2 p.m. So Pratap, 2 p.m. is a bit hard. Dimple is back. Dimple, are you there? So she just messaged me. So I think if she is back, then session will go a bit 1 hour, so half an hour extra for us, but not an issue. So
Hello. Yeah. Sorry. Am I audible?
yeah, you are audible. So I
Yeah.
think you are
Thank you.
back.
Sorry, everyone. My
Yeah,
laptop
system
gives
is
me
working fine.
problem. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's working fine.
So I think you can continue the session. And if
Yeah.
something goes wrong now, so we're going to postpone the session for tomorrow. Okay? If something goes wrong now, so it finger crossed.
Okay.
So I think it's not going to be something wrong now because this is happened
Yeah.
first time in our this online history. But it's okay. Sometimes it's happened with technical things. It's not beyond our hands. It's beyond our thing. So guys,
Okay.
let's start the things.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the practical. Okay.
I'm muting myself. Okay.
Okay. So this is my screen. All are visible. Okay. No problem. Okay. So let's start with the simple data types. So, how many types of data types in other languages, or you know? And how we are creating the variable, something like data types in other languages too. Yeah, basic something floating integer. So yeah, this is my Jupyter notebook, right? So here you can create any project like this. This is all at the cell. You can run with this or this one also, right? Yeah. So see, first of all, we are discussing about the string values, right? So we all know about string. Okay, so in the Python, we are creating string values in the single quotation, double quotation, or triple quotation, right? So this is the print function. In the Python 2, we are having print function also there, but there are no any round bracket, right? But in the Python 3, we are having print function with the round bracket. Okay, so this is the difference between 2x and 3x. Yeah. Okay. So for declaring the string values, first of all, we are having three ways. We are also declaring in single quotation, double quotation, and triple quotation, right? So this is the first one, right? Now this is the second one. You can also declare in the single double quotation, right? And this is the triple one. So this all are working same. You are comfortable with anyone, you can go with them. Okay. Yeah. So you can also do like this. Okay. This is based on you how you're comfortable with this. Yeah. Okay. So see what I'm doing right now. Let me open my whiteboard. Yeah. Okay. So in the Python, I want my output like this. I stop again and then right. Oh sorry. Yeah. So this is my output and I want output like this. And the condition is that you have to declare this sentence in the single quotation. Yeah. So can anyone tell me how write the code for this? Hello. I want this output, and the condition is with only use single quotation. Yeah. All right. Escape. Okay. So why we are using backslash? Yes. For those who know this, why we are using backslash? Is there any other another way to do? So that it can ignore quotation? Yes. What about others? Okay. Yeah. So for ignoring the quotation, we are simply something putting something like backslash, right? So you can also create double quotation, triple quotation also, right? But my condition is you have to pass in the single quotation, right? So yeah, this is the many example for this printing, right? So see here, I am something declaring right a is equal to 2.1, right? So in another language is what we are doing. We are okay now. Simply just tell me the syntax for creating the variable in another language. Yeah, okay, let me screen share. Yeah, the syntax for creating the variable in another languages, right? And what's the difference in Python? Yeah, right. Simply we are declaring data type, then variable name, and then we are giving any values, right? But in the Python, we don't need to declare any data type, right? Just simply pass the variable name and they give the values, simply like this, right? So the Python is automatically recognize that this is a variable having the integer type, right? Based on its value, right? Sorry, we are having some floating value. Okay, so see it is automatically recognized then based on value what we are having, which type of value, right? If I'm something type this, right? Okay, and let me check something types of a, it will give the string value, right? So here we don't need any data types, right? In the Python it's very easy to use work with the variables and all. So see, this is the way we are creating or declaring the string values and all, right? So now next is the concatenation. So mostly we know in other languages for use the concatenation we are mostly using dot, right? Or also plus operator also, right? But also in the Python we are having plus operator for the concatenation. Simply one string plus two string, right? So we are using plus operator for the concatenation and we are only concatenation string, not the numerical. What if I'm passing something like this number? It will give the error, right? And only concatenating string, not the integer. So therefore we have to pass numbers in the single quotation, right? In the string values, yeah. So for the concatenation we are using plus in the Python, okay? Yeah. So now next, it's the integer and floating value. We are perform directly operation without declaring any data types or something like another things, right? Just print function and pass any operations, right? See here like this, 1 minus 3, right? You can also store like a is equal to 2, something like this, and store the value in C and print the C, right? So here we simply passing any operation in the print or directly we can use that. So how it's easy with the numerical and floating values also, right? It is easy or not? For those who don't know anything about in Python, yeah, I know it's very easy. Yeah. Okay, so for finding the square root value, or also we can say power, so we are using the two star operators, right? Right, 3 raised to 2, something like that. So when we need to find any square or any power of that, we are using two star operators, right? This one like this. Okay. Okay, anyone having any question? This is simply when we something like that. Okay, so it's performed like this. Okay, so now next one is the boolean value, right? Boolean value something like true and false, right? We are performing some logical operators. 2 double equals to 9. If yes, if it's yes, then it will print the yes. If it's false, then it will print the false, right? So we can perform directly any boolean logical operators, right? Yeah, this all about the data types, how simply we are declaring any data types and perform with these variables and all, right? So now next one is the declaring variables, how to declare with the variables. Now see what I'm doing, I'm declaring any variable and store 100 value in this variable and simply printing that value, right? Here you can also work with the one variable with the another variable, right? And perform any operations in that. Okay, sorry, I'm not performing like that. You can also create variable with the use of underscore, right? This is based on you how you creating the variables and all. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes. Right. This is the way for creating the variables. Yeah. Okay. Now people can. How many types of having comments? How many types of comments? See, boolean is just when we are having condition like that, true and false type, something logical condition, right? Yes or no, true and false. So that time we are using boolean values. Okay, and we are having some logical operators for that also. Yeah, two types. Which one? Two types of comments. Okay, which one? Two types. Single and multi-line comments, right? So same thing. We are also having comments in the Python. So for single line comment, we are using hash operator, right? Hash symbol. Okay, and the for multi-line, we are using three single quotation. Okay, three single quotation, and we are starting with three single quotation and ending with the three single quotation, right? So this is for the multi-line commands, and for single line command we are using hash operator. Okay, so understand what I'm telling you. This is two basic thing, right? Okay, so now next is the range function. So as the name, what is range? As the name, what is range? Hello, can anyone tell me what is range? I can see mostly 3 or 4 people are active. What about others? They are sleeping or what? Takes the value from specific range. Okay. Yeah, right. So see, range is the print the value from starting and leave the last value, right? If I'm passing in the range function 1 comma 10, so what's the answer? If I'm passing like 1 comma 10, then it will print, it will start from 1 and ending with the 9, cause in Python we are skipping the last value, right? We are leaving the last value. For example, see, I'm passing one for loop for, then I'm passing any new variable. See, I'm discussing these loops in the next topic, but here I'm just giving one example in the range, right? So see, I'm passing some for and then giving some variable in, and then I'm giving range. The value is 5, right? And I'm printing simply just number. So what will be the answer for this? That's just simply 0 to 4, right? If I'm giving some value like this, and if I'm giving some value like 4, 10, and 2, then I'm giving value 4, 10, 2 in the range, then what will be the answer? 4, 6, 8. Okay, right? 4, 6, 8. But because see, 4 is my starting value, 10 is my ending value, right? So it's obvious. And then I'm giving the gap between two, right? The gap is 2. So here you can also pass something like 3, 4. It's based on your requirement, right? Something like I'm passing the 3. Okay, sorry, something like that. Okay, I'm giving some small value based on that. Yes. Okay, what's the error? I'm making some mistake. Oh yes, I'm forgetting about starting call. Right? I'm mistakenly I'm deleted this one. Yeah, right. See, I'm starting with 4, ending with the 10, and I'm giving the one gap. Okay, you can also pass 3, 4, something like that, and this. So this is the range function, right? We are also having many example on the range, right? So here you can also use AND operator, right? For output like this 1, 3, 5, 7, and the ending value is like comma. Okay, we can also print some negative values also with this from starting -1 and ending with the -10, and I'm giving some gap like 2. Okay, then it will start from -1 to -969. Okay, same thing you can also do like this. So this is all about range, how range function is work. All are understandable? All understand how range function is work? Yeah, okay. So now some another last function is I'm creating some list, okay, and I'm passing for number and range. My range is start with 0, and with the use of length function I'm finding the length of this list, okay, and I'm giving 2 gap. So what will be the answer for this? What will be the answer? Man, pig, duck, dog. Okay. Others? Okay, let me run. Right, man, pig, duck, and dog. It's simply start from zero, right? And am I ending value? It's finally find of the length, right? What is the length of this animals list, right? And the gap is 2. So simply it start from here and will give the 2 gaps, right? So therefore the answer is man, pig, duck, and dog. Okay. Yeah. Anyone having any question? Any question? Okay, Boolean. Okay, let me tell you one more thing. Okay. See, just simple example. If I'm having something like a is equal to 1. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, see here. 4 double is equal to 9. What's the answer for this? I'm having something like logical condition, right? Yeah, simply it's not equal, so therefore it will give the false. So see, simple boolean values or boolean values use like we are having some condition like true or false or having something like yes or no. That time we are using this one, logical operator. Okay, so with the use of logical operator we are performing some boolean values. Okay, we are having condition like that. Or see, my another example is a is equal to 4, right? And then b is equal to 10. So in the c, what I'm doing, a less than equal to b. If it's less than, then it will give the true. If it's not, then it will give the false, right? So this all are the, so see, before boolean values, you all must know about the operators, which kind of operators we are having. So you all know what type of operators, how many types of operator are there. So see, simple. I want, if you all don't know about any operators, then please read out. And see, whatever I'm covering here, this is two small things, but in the real time project we are forgetting about that time. Okay, so therefore we are here we have to check what type of having condition or not. Okay. Right, so mostly people are knowing about this operators also, right? So I think you all know about boolean values and all, but it's okay if you don't know about any boolean values or something like another operators, then please read out the types of operators. Okay. Yeah, what's the print function? Someone told me about print function. Okay. Anyone having any question? Any query? Okay. Thank you for responding me. Show variables. Okay. Where is variables? Yeah. Okay. What's your name? Jamuna. I will tell you in the real-time project. What is the use of print function? Okay. Okay, Jamuna, tell me, you have any another option for printing? Okay. So see, obviously, every person are not same, right? My taste is too different, and also every person having another taste, right? So same as print function, we are using multiple ways of the print function, right? I want just simply straightforward print and this simply message, and someone want print message and something another decorate type, right? So there are many ways for using the print function. Okay, I think and now let me check. And I think you are talking about this one. See, this is not mandatory. You have to do like this. This is based on you. If you want to do like this, then you can. Otherwise, it's okay. Right? See, I just want. See, here I'm printing simple thing, right? It's a simple print number, and then in the next thing I'm printing some with the use of and. How to print? See, first of all, it will print one value, right? And then after I'm having some another value. So before printing next value, I'm giving some separation with the use of comma, right? You can also here giving any separation, right? This is bent on you how to end the value from the next value, right? So this is based on you. Okay. Yeah, it's optional. I simply telling you it's not mandatory to do. If you want, then you can do. Okay. So I think that's it for today. In the next session, we will see loops, conditional statements, right, and other things too. Okay. So before the next class, you all are maybe for those people who don't install yet Anaconda, please install and do some basic operation like this one. Okay. And see, guys, next Monday. Okay. So all of one have one homework. See, whatever I'm done today, you have to give me one Python file, one Jupyter file that covers all of the example. Okay, all of cover whatever whatever I learned today, like boolean values, right? Root values, square root values, right? You all have to send me one Python file till the range function. Okay. Yeah, today I'm facing some computer issue, so I'm sorry for that. So the next Monday at 6 p.m. Okay, okay. So the mail will I will send the mail in the group. Okay.
So Rajiv, recorded session will be uploaded in LMS. So if you are part of LMS, you are able to see the things. So recorded sessions, then that notebook file, and all the things is a part of LMS. So if you're part of there, you can see the things. Don't worry, we are going to we are going to make sure you're going to get access all the members who paid the things. So the stats course who paid for stats course for top 10, they are going to get for lifetime, and this the person is going to for 1 month access for the stats course. Mayur, have you paid for that? Mayur, if you are paid for that thing, then you are going to get the email. Then you will get the email. Don't worry, it's still not given to anyone. So I'm not telling that already the LMS is provided to everyone. So LMS, even yesterday, even welcome session, I told it will take at least 2 days after the payment. So who paid yesterday, they are going to get next by tonight or tomorrow. I will try to make it tomorrow or tonight. If possible, it will do make it tonight even. But it's not something goes wrong, then it's tomorrow. Max to max tomorrow, you're going to get LMS with the this recording sessions. And what are the madam who's going to provide the Jupyter notebook. One more thing in that LMS, we have already first sessions recording. So you will get benefited from that things because already 4 sessions are there. You can download all their assignments as well. Okay, and you can try the things. Diksha, I think you are telling me that day itself you are trying to make the payment. What the Dimple told, that's homework you have to submit on the email, and the Dimple is providing the email in the WhatsApp group. So, so Diksha, you can try right now. I think before closing the sessions, after the session will be over, then the price will go up to 250 rupees, and that will be okay up to Monday. So after Monday sessions, we are not accepting any payment for LMS or certification. So if you are, anyone is still not paid and they are very serious about the things, they can go and out the things. Harshal, I think you just WhatsApp me, right? I think you paid from some different number and your message from some different number, Harshal. Okay, okay, not an issue. Just I want to make sure that the things. Yes, guys, that's for submitting assignment. You have to create a file with your full name. With create with file with your full name. Like suppose it's Harshal Lad, so Harshal underscore Lad underscore some your assignment name. What are the assignment 1, 2, or what is the thing like that? So you have to create file name something like that. So anyone want to know anything? And for Monday, actually, we are having again new webinar link. So don't worry. So this will we are going to dispose. That you're going to get in WhatsApp group. Akshay, that's everything is we are going to communicate that thing in WhatsApp group and LMS, all the things. So that you're going to get there. So don't worry for that thing. So Akshay, and that's one webinar link for the tomorrow's one. So I'm going to put again on WhatsApp group that time itself. So if you are okay with it, like 11 a.m. So that tomorrow 11 a.m. we are having the sessions. So we could going to put there. So mostly tomorrow will be I think welcome session for them, and then day after tomorrow we'll start full-fledged SQL trainings there. So Diksha, you are paid right now or not? So actually we are planning to dispatch the LMS. So once the payment is done for 150 rupees, so we are going to do the things. So if you are not having any mind, so to making the payment for leave that thing, it's not an issue. Guys, one more thing actually, once I will dispatch the email for sign up the LMS, okay? So that link will be valid for only 3 days. So make sure you sign up within 3 days of getting the mail. So in last batch, I got some queries like that, sir, they are not joined for 10 days and now they are coming to me. Sir, the link is expired and all the things. So I'm making it sure again. So link will be valid for 3 days. So either from mobile or any device, whatever from where device you have to join from that. At least it's a lifetime. So your day is not counting like there is no countdown for that thing. But the link is valid for 3 days. So if you are not able to join in 3 days, so you can't blame me, sir. That's we are not able to get the things and all. So be very sure. Once you get the email, you join that thing within 3 days, and the email will be from the new channel, this platform. Yeah, Harsha, sorry, Diksha. So Diksha, if you are paying today, so today means not actually the time is going up. Once the session will close, the 150 rupees link will be also expired. So if you are paying that thing, you are going to get LMS access, full course, and all the things you are going to get. If you are not, then so trainings are again free, so you can enjoy the trainings. You can ask the things. So anyone who left and we want to do the things, they can join the things paid one. Otherwise, it's okay. And rest of things we are going to discuss in the group even. So I think today is the first session. Might be you're not having much questions. I can understand the things. So Diksha, actually, okay. That's 1 month access. As after 10, you can get the things. For 1 month access, I can make it available. But if you are paying right now, okay. So after that session, if I'm going to get any payments, we are not going to give stats course for free. So Payal already, I think you are paid, no? Payal is already paid. Due to some net connection, I missed something. Can you please tell me what is the homework? So Payal, I think you're going to get again. That's for same thing. I will ask the Dimple to WhatsApp in the group. So if anyone missed the thing, so they'll get the things in WhatsApp group also. So don't worry. I will tell the Dimple for that. Actually, I'm not right person to about the homework and all. So not an issue. I will tell the Dimple. She will put in the group. That's don't worry. So if anyone having question, let me know. Otherwise, we can close the session for the day. Diksha, LMS access we are going to get for lifetime. Mayur is saying, sir, how to set up an ID. So, Mayur, actually, you have to go to Anaconda website, or you can just Google it out, Anaconda download. You will find a file to download, a exe file. If you have ever downloaded or installed any kind of software like in MS Office or any kind of small kind of software, so you'll get some exe file there. Right click on that exe file and click on run as admin, and then it will say some next option. You have to click on that thing. So once everything is installed, it will run automatic. So you can find the things. Anaconda is installed successfully, and then you can go on the start menu. You can click on Anaconda Navigator. So once you click on Anaconda Navigator, you will find the Jupyter option there. So you can click on Jupyter, you can see that there everything will be there. Okay, so maybe if you downloaded that, you can just delete the install and what do you say? Start installation that things by doing just right click and run as admin. So why I'm taking run as admin might be some antivirus or different issues with here, so they might block your some Python libraries. So make sure run as admin and do the things. Make sure we are online. So even if you are not in session, we are on the WhatsApp group also. Don't worry. So Mayur, even after that, if you are having an issue for installation, if you are not able to do successful anything, just ping me on WhatsApp. We will ready to help you. Not an issue. So I already told anyway. So already the part of my batch, we are at support around the clock, but allow us to sleep between 11 to 6. So 11 to 6 there will be no support mostly. But if you are awake, then we are even replying that after 11 also. So because last batch we are replying till 1 o'clock at night. So but normally we can say 10 to morning 7 o'clock. That's not official support time, but even we are replying in that case. Nothing, nothing. See, if you want, you can leave. Just like I'm telling, after 7, well, because today's session was a bit delayed, so that's why we can say after 7 there will be no sessions. Just we are having Q&A sessions. So if you want to leave, you can leave. So after 7 there will be no sessions. So don't worry for that thing. So after 7 we are not going to discuss anything new technically. So anyone want to ask any question, they can ask the things, but nothing new is going to be discussed. Divya still not got anything from your side. I not got your payment in my payment gateway. I'm not getting anything right now. Can you share your that's why what you say payment ID, whatever you got from the things? Yes, yes, yes. The I think I got the mail right now, but it's not reflecting in dashboard. It's okay, not an issue. It might take some time. Might be. Yeah, Diksha Sharma, right? Done, done. Diksha is got. So no need to do the things. It's done. I got the things. So don't worry. I think you are be part of now what certified WhatsApp group also, right? So once you're doing the payment, you get the link of WhatsApp group. Join that WhatsApp group. Okay. So everyone is going to get this one LMS access soon. So don't worry. My max to max tomorrow. We are providing the things. Rest. Dimple is going to discuss the assignments in the group again. So I am closing the session. If you have any question, let me know. I think most of persons are left already. Only your 4 or 5 persons are there in. So Diksha, once you done the payment on thank you page of the payment, you are going to get the WhatsApp link. I think you're closed and it's gone. So you can ping me separately on my WhatsApp. I will share the WhatsApp group link if you are not able to do the things. Okay, guys, then we'll meet on Monday, and meanwhile we in touch on the WhatsApp. So if you have anything, you let me know there. So be ready with your complete environment by the next week. So we have to do lot of steps in this journey. So it's not like basic things. We have to do lot of steps. So if you have any issue during the setup and all, just ping us. We will help you out for that. Okay, then good night, everyone.